and I would just see if he had any fight in him. Like, I would basically, I would say a lot of demeaning things towards him.
Oh, wow.
So the more obedient you are to a female, the less likely they are to sit on your face. Message. What it is, guys? It's your boy Blastphamoushd, and today we are here to watch a brand new type of videos for the dudes, because I know a lot of my fan base is like 90% dudes. And me being so much in the dating game now, man, I'm starting to realize that dudes need more knowledge so that they could make better decisions on who they spend their life with and how long they spend their life with them, so that y'all can have better options of women's. Because, you know, as a man, as much as we try to act like we don't, we want women. We need women. So if you're gonna be out here needing women in the world, I'd like for you guys to at least understand what you're looking for. Because the better you understand women, the better chances you can find a gooder one. Now, don't get it twisted. I don't understand women either. I'm in the same damn boat that y'all is, okay? Confused as shit, usually. You feel me? Never understand them. So this video is called She Said I Dated a Beta Male Only Because He Rejected My Hot Friends. The reason why I'm gonna show you guys this video is because I want you guys to understand how 95% of females, which isn't all, you know, just most, kind of the same thing with dudes. Most dudes be shitty, but not all of us is. Not saying I'm not, but you know, I haven't been to jail for that recently. So yeah, the main reason I want you guys to learn about women and in the future, how to pick up women and start practicing talking to women. More of the stuff that not only builds confidence in yourself, but also puts you around a lot better looking women because you're choosing them instead of just taking whatever vagina smiles at you and salivates at the lips, pretty much. All right, so let's do this.
What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with one more video. Guys, you already know what time it is. It's time to get active. Video today comes from content creator Just Tree 411. She had a video that was sent to me on my Instagram at Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. It's long, but y'all know how to spell. If you don't, link down in the description box down below. Come and follow your boy. Been posting up there, so you can send me more content.
This one's for my white knights out there, man. Cause some of y'all need Jesus. You feel me?
Video is entitled Story Time, Hooking Up with My Beta Male Friend. Let's just get in there. Without further ado.
What's up there, Taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. I want to talk about beta males and I think I'm gonna stop calling them beta males and call them inferior men.
Oh.
Okay.
Sure.
And I might use.
Alright, so look, for all my white knights out there that be going to war, this is the shit y'all need to see. Cause this is what a good amount of females think like. The trick is, they'll tell you that they don't. That's the trick. They'll say, oh no, but I'm different, baby. The same way dudes say, oh no, baby, I'm not like all these other niggas. I'm better. I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my silly missing 2 chains. Is the same shit that the women's do. The females do that shit too.
Use it interchangeably. Do they get laid? Well,
Yeah.
it depends. It depends on that individual.
Apparently the difference in the pickup world is when you're seen as a beta male as a guy, like you're a simp and you're out here just having feelings and shit. The more you're like that, the lower on the totem pole women tend to place you in the pyramid of who to give vagina to. And the alpha, as they define it, is the more dominant leader type dudes who get all the poon bits. So yeah.
Individual male, and it depends on the circumstances.
Pity
so then
vagina.
the next question is, have you ever had sex with a beta male? Yes, I have. I'm not ashamed either. Let me just say this. Let me explain. Let me explain. Now, for those of you who are not aware, and you probably take issue with the term beta male or inferior male, let me give you this guy's characteristics. He was very shy, very quiet, very obedient.
See that? This is what you get when you listen to most women. Not all, just a lot. You a whole puppy, bruh. Women's ain't smashing no puppies. Unless she a real freak, in which case give her my number, nigga. I'm trying to. We gonna edit that out. Get back to the video.
What did I mean by that? Now, by the way, this is when I was in college, okay? So my diet and my attitude was totally different.
A little bit of advice about females. If they ever tell you they used to do something, they're basically telling you what they do now. Like, that's real shit. So if a female is ever like, oh, man, back in the day, I used to be such a little whore. She's a whore. Please know that she is a whore. Like, get in and get out of that one. Just personal advice. Just know what you in for.
I'm hungry. I want some chicken. Okay, I'll go get you some.
No.
You want some dessert with that?
No.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And every time I was hungry, I would go to this particular man. We'll call him Charles. I will go to Charles, and I know Charles can always feed me, no matter what. Charles had a car. Charles would take me anywhere I needed to go. He would do all these things in hopes of getting the yum yum.
I doubt this female has anything actually yummy in her pants. Yeah, that's a rough one. She looks older than she probably is, actually. And I'm only watching stuff like this because...
All right? Of course, I didn't respect a guy like that who always was there at my every beck and call.
We talk about this all day. Of course I wouldn't respect a man like that was there for all of my needs at every beck and call.
Yeah, I begged him to do it. Dude, I've had women beg me to do stuff. Beg! I remember this one chick, she was like, please call me when I leave, because we had just got done messing around. I completely messed that one up, by the way. She was bad, too. She was like, oh, please call me to make sure I get home okay. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I called her, and she ghosted me for like 2 months, which is just a female basically saying, like, I want you to submit, I think. I don't know what that is. But, you know, she did that. She was toxic, but also I didn't know what I was doing as far as like getting her on a program and shit. You gotta have a program for him. Penis, fun. Sex and having fun. That's pretty much all dating with me is, man. I don't do the whole love thing.
No truer words have ever been spoken, at least that I've heard on this side of the internet, by a woman in reference to an inferior man or a beta male than that. That is the truth. People will absolutely take advantage of you if you give them the opportunity. What are they doing in your life to prove that they are worthy of such service? Okay, let's keep it going.
Okay, and I would just see if he had any fight in him. Like I would basically,
pay attention to her laughing.
Humiliate him, talk bad again, talk. Well, I would say a lot of demeaning things towards him.
Oh, wow.
So the more obedient you are to a female, or the more you do what they tell you to do, the more disrespectful they usually are towards you. And also the less likely they are to sit on your face. Message.
Wow.
And he would just sit up here and either agree with me or just stay silent. No pushback whatsoever. So you see what I'm saying? He is submissive. He's an inferior man. He's a beta. This is what I'm talking about now. Then you were thinking like, Tree, what the hell? Why would you open your legs to some guy like that? Okay, remember.
Pity viscosity. And just real quick. So the thing is that there's a lot of dudes who, you know, by the logic that we're going through in this video right here, are in fact inferior. But a lot of it is from a behavior perspective. And the good news is that you can nurture behavior. You can change behavior. But a lot of y'all already know this. I think it's fascinating to see as she's talking about it, her mannerisms, the way that she's laughing about it. Meanwhile, this guy probably went into debt funding what he or doing things for her that he thought that he needed to do in order to get the viscous innards. He ended up getting them. But I guarantee you she was just laid back, eyes closed, thinking about the errands that she had to do the next day, as opposed to the drippy, fluid, viscous that the alphas would get, okay? that don't give her everything that she wants, that's not there for her emotional needs, that are not funding whatever she needs. All right? Those are the ones that she's trying to impress. And therefore, viscosity gets a lot more supple when she's trying to do that. Let's move on.
Bro, like I said, I made a lot of my mistakes. I don't regret them in college. And I think a lot of us, a lot of men and women do a lot of dumb things in their late teens and their early 20s. You get a pass, okay? So thing about this guy is that, you know, he was always there for me to talk to, and he was put in the friend zone immediately. And he was handsome. It's not like he was unattractive. He was very handsome. He was just a beta. He was just submissive. Okay? It was just he worshiped the ground I walked on and did everything I wanted to do that. And of course, women get off on that after a while. They love, we not anymore, but we love the fact that we can control men.
You see what I'm saying? She'll say that, oh, I'm different, but I used to like screw every man that I ever ran into. But I'm not like that now. I'm different now. But yeah, I was such a slut bucket. But only if they were mean to me. I just like to control and manipulate men and then demean them and poop on them. I mean, back in the day. I mean, not now, mind you. But yeah, back then, man, I was just a complete horrible person. If you ever hear language like this coming from a female, bust that nut and run. That's what you gotta do.
In that area and everything, and just have the strings. Like, I'm gonna make you dance for me, dance for me.
Dance for this viscosity. If you treat them like a star, they will treat you like a fan.
Anyway, getting back to how we had sex. So he's been a friend of mine in the friend zone for, I would have to say, at least a year. Anyway, we go out to a club, he and I mean, we had a ball because we ran into my friends. So we had a ball, and I mean, we had a good time.
He's funding the friends.
My friends, not knowing that Charles was submissive, was pleasing, over-pleasing. He catered to everything I wanted. You know, although he was attractive and he had a nice body, I just didn't respect him as a person, you know, as a man, not a person. As a man, I didn't respect him. But my female friends did not know this. They just see a nice package there. And they kept asking me, hey, you getting with him? What's up with you and Charles? I'm like, no, he's just a friend. Girl, no. And they couldn't understand, like, you have not banged this guy? So they were like, okay, we gonna go for it. I'm like, girl, do it. He wouldn't.
Okay, so what's really funny is, to me, I'll say that this is why calibrating is super duper important when it comes to like how you treat females, because you don't want to be 100% shitty. You don't want to do that. At the same time, you just don't want to do what she asked you to do. That's it. Don't be like awful and mean to the chick. Just tease her a little bit on her flaws, just a little bit, but just don't be real mean. It takes a lot of calibration. For me, my go-to phrases when I'm talking to females is, if she's like, yo, do this for me, do this to me. Yo, do this for me, do this for me, give me this, give me this. I just be like, girl, be quiet. Chick come at you and be like, hey, can you buy me a drink? She'd be like, oh, you look cool. You should buy me a drink. So the same shit that they do to us, do back to them. If you buy her a drink, technically to her, you're more submissive, which makes their vagina dry up. So I'm just saying, like, it's very intricate. It takes a lot of calibration, but just practice a bunch.
Out of loyalty for me, a woman he was never going to get a chance with, well, until then, he was so loyal that he turned down my friends, and two of my friends were way better looking and attractive, better bodies than I had at that time.
Now, what's interesting about this, I've actually had this happen in my life a couple of times, being in and around a space of maybe is a woman that maybe I had messed with in the past and yada, yada, yada. But like you get around her and then a group of their friends. And I've had it where my market value to the original woman was raised and then sometimes lowered depending upon my interaction with the homegirls and the friends. And what I will say is that there's been times as well where I've felt the friends coming on to me as well.
Yo, I've had that happen a ton of times, bro. Oh my God. Oh, a big mistake that I used to make with females was like the minute they started coming on to me, I was immediately trying to get that. But if you do that, it seems as if they can tell that you want it. But when you do that, I don't know, it's weird. That's why it just takes so much practice and calibration. I've said some out-of-pocket shit to females, and for some reason they like it. It's crazy, man. I was at a restaurant about a couple months ago. I was with this female named Destiny, and we was eating food, and because the food wasn't good enough to her, she told me she didn't like the food. Like it wasn't good for her. She didn't like it. So I ain't say nothing. I just wanted to see what she would do. Like, oh, okay. I ain't say nothing. And then she said it again. Like, yo, hey, this food ain't good. And I just ain't say nothing. Just kept eating. I'm just like, So then she raised her voice even louder. Yo, this food ain't good. You gonna bring me to a place that ain't delicious? You gonna bring me to a food? I look her dead in her face while she's doing this, and I don't even raise my voice. It's weird. I don't understand why it worked. I don't know. I feel like this came from a place way deeper than my subconscious mind when I said this to her because it worked. I don't know what the hell was going on. I look her dead in her face while she's still talking, and I'm like, hey, yo, shut up. And then the chick is just like, But that's what you gotta do.
And I have rejected their advances, so I have done that. And what I noticed from that is that the original girl, liked that I did that, so it raised me in her market value of where I was placed. But then there's been times where I've allowed the friends to come on and have fun with them, and then the original girl still, my market value with her is still really, really high. It didn't detract her at all, and I think women like it when you have sex with their friends. They really, really, really like that. Women love it when you are a man slut. Like, they love that shit. They love when they pulling up, come kick it and whatnot, and they see you walking a different chick to her car. She's leaving your house. So then the original chick who just pulled up comes in. What's happened to me is the original chick that just pulled up comes in, and she'll be like, yo, were you having sex with her? And most dudes will be like, nah, baby, we just friends. But me, I'm like, yeah, of course, we good friends. And what I've noticed from that is if I say I didn't have sex with the girl, the original girl gets pissed. And then it's over. Like, she pulls away hella hard. But if I say, yeah, I did, the chick will immediately drop draws. Immediately. Like, I had a girl, she was topping your boy off. You feel me? And she was doing a good job too. She was good topper, that one. And I had forgot to shower, or I think I did. I don't remember. But I had been with a female right before I had came and got the top. So then, about 70% through the topping, the female, my junk still in her hand, looks up at me and is like, did you have sex with a different girl before you came here and saw me? I can't stress to you the fear going through me when she said this. With my happy place firmly gripped in her hand. I'm just like, bruh, this is clutch. Or a clinch because of her hand, but definitely one of them. I can't get this answer wrong because women are stronger than they look. And if I piss her off in this situation, she could just rip my dick clean off. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I look her dead in her face and I'm like, yeah, I did. Super nonchalant. And don't get it twisted, my heart was in my throat. I don't think I've ever felt that much fear from a female. Ever. And when I said this to her, she's like, okay. And then kept going. In the streets, we used to call that a photo finish. There just wasn't no lights. I
I gave myself an applause in my brain. But look, I just want y'all to wrap your brains around shit like that. If I had said the more modern thing, or at least what a lot of these dudes be thinking you're supposed to do, if I would have lied, I wouldn't be here right now. Cause my dick would be gone. She'd have ripped that shit off like the Hulk. She'd have grabbed firm hold of my penis and started smashing me back and forth like the Hulk did Loki in that Avengers movie. Bah, 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 bah. Just remembering that situation makes my heart hurt, because my heart was hurting like a bitch when she asked me that shit. But I stayed true, son, which is what you gotta do. But you can only do stuff like that when you don't immediately jump into a relationship with females. If they get mad, like, yo, I wanna date you, just tell them, I really like hanging out with you, but I just wanna take things slow. I don't wanna rush into anything. That's what you tell them. Don't tell them, hell no, I don't like you like that. And I've done that before. It didn't have a well-desired result. Then I will share that story for you guys. And this one girl had just got done having sex, and that shit was good. It was really good. Well, I could have did so much with that chick, but I messed up. I could have did so much with that chick, man. After we got done, she was like, oh, that's the first time I've ever shot anything. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. When she said that, I was coming outside, but inside my brain, I was like, gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch. You mine now, bitch. I'm the first nigga to make you squirt, bitch. You all mine. Bro, that chick is probably still looking for me.
Logic in that is that because all of her friends wanted to mess with, you know what I'm saying, that I must be a person of value. So it can raise in her mind where I am.
If you're a slut as a man, women see you as way higher value. Way higher value. If you only like piping out one chick, bro, it's harder to bring on new recruits. The more females you have, the more females you will have.
See to that. So let's go on. I want to keep on hearing a story.
And he turned them down, and it made them mad. And it was like, I can't believe you got that boy hooked like that. And for some reason, my mentality.
That's because he focused on one chick, bro. That's why you're not supposed to focus on one chick. If that's what you like, then that's what you like. That's cool. But if you focus on one chick, it makes it way harder.
At that time, this turned me on. I was like, oh my God, you turned down my best friend, one of my best friends, but two of them who are perfect 10s. I'm serious. They were perfect 10s. These women.
So at that point, she only slept with him so that she could rub it in her friends' faces what it was like. They were gonna ask her, oh, well, what's this like? What's it like? So in order for her to keep that new place on that pedestal that her friends had put her at, she had to sample the goods so that she could be there. Otherwise, she'd be considered one of us dudes that say we smashed a female, but then it's obviously seen and then proven later on that we were lying. By us saying we smashed that female, to us, we're like, oh yeah, it puts me up higher. But when they find out, he's like, oh, boo, way down to the bottom. That's why she had to give up the box so that, you know, she could prove that she deserved to be on this new pedestal by saying like, no, look, I did. This is what it was like.
Women were gorgeous. They had all kinds of popular guys going after them on the campus compound. And I was so turned on with that. I had sex with him as a reward because, you know, he elevated me in my woman's circle because he turned down my female friends that no man would normally turn down.
So here's what I'm hearing is that she gave him pity viscosity, right? Now this is back in college for her. She's obviously probably twice college age. So it's a long time for back for her. You know, we're all relatively immature in college, so it is what it is. But think about that. All of the money that he spent, all of the time that he spent with her, right? Being her lapdog wasn't enough to get the viscosity. That wasn't enough. But what was enough is him rejecting the friends And then in her mind, that boosts her up from a hierarchy perspective. Like, damn, they're 10s. I consider myself like a 6. But he
First of all, this female, she cannot be higher than a 2. She's like a 1. I'm not gonna do that. She at least a 2. She's got old aunt look. It's like smashing Whoopi Goldberg, who just happens to wear Tony Stark glasses. I don't like that.
Rejected them for me? Okay, you can have a little bit of this viscosity.
And I guess, and that put me in a different light in their eyes. But they just didn't know what Charles was Charles was a beta, baby. He was just in love with me. And that's all that is.
So yeah, falling in love makes you beta. Not my words. Coming from the words of a female. Remember, dudes, not all, just most. And the reason why I feel like this knowledge is really important, women are gonna be pissed. Oh God, no, he's telling the truth. Oh, that's awful. Shut up, bitch. But the reason why it's important is because that dude in this that was handsome, if a dude doesn't learn how to be around a lot of girls and talk to a lot of girls and attract them, then you fall prey to pretty much marrying the first vagina that gives you a chance, that sits on your face. So pretty much, this is the type of chick, if you don't learn to talk to and be around women and attract them, this is what you could end up with. And this is the type of woman that'll suck your soul dry. All those horrible, terrible things she was saying to him to demean him that she admitted she said earlier, she would be saying that to you for the rest of your life. And that's why you run into a lot of dudes when they get older and be like, yo, I hate my wife, I wanna kill her, I wanna get out of here, because they've been sucked dry for 50, 60 years. They thought they were doing what they were supposed to do by only being with this one female for 60 years, you know, because that's what the love movies tell you to do. And at the end of old age, when it's hard for them to go out and even have sex with new women, they can't even see it in their brain because for 60 years they've been with one person, but then they find out how willing she is to go not care if she views you as a beta dude for falling in love with her, which happens sometimes. The guy's like, yo, I wanna kill her. I know I can't find anyone else. I just gotta take her out. So please, yo, save yourself the headaches. I didn't even really wanna tell you guys about this type of stuff, that I knew this type of knowledge. But like, I've run into a lot of dudes lately who are very smart and driven dudes, but because they got with women that didn't really love them, that saw them as betas, they just become shells of themselves in the future because the woman that they're with wasn't uplifting them, which is only usually like 5% of females that's gonna uplift you like that. I ain't saying don't smash these ones, I'm just saying don't love. You can give these females unemotional dick. You can give a female like this dick once a week, maybe. I say once every 2 weeks. You can go pipe one of these ones out. You can put them in rotation, it's just gotta be a way longer rotation. And you can never love them. You can't ever develop feelings for them. You gotta be able to turn that off, otherwise you can get got.
Yes, dude. You know what I'm
Long
saying?
ass video.
Anyway, and the sex was good. Actually, it was. And we had sex several more times. Unfortunately, it ended bad. My fault. I was totally to blame because I did break his heart because I end up, you know, he thought we were in a relationship, which we weren't.
Okay, so pretty much what happened was when he finally had the sex with the girl that he'd been going after this entire time, he fell in love with her, which would have been fixed if he would have had the discipline to only smash her like once a week or once every other week or something like that, and then just use that to, you know, just a little side piece. But he didn't do that. He went straight for love, like banging every day. And I've done that too, and it's always ended in a female becoming testier and more masculine, and then, you know, wanting to become disrespectful. So basically, if you start like spending a bunch of time, at least from my own experiences, too fast, they start falling out of love with you. Because women, they're not bad or mean or any of that. Their nature is to love what they miss, which is human nature, but it's hardwired in them. This is not a conscientious choice, which is why this is so important that dudes do this, because I feel like if you don't, and you stick with only one woman and you don't learn to game up multiple women at the same time and have a rotation, then I've seen a lot of dudes start to not hate women, but low-key despise them, which makes no sense. It's like a gay dude swearing off being gay. That's like the same thing, I think. The straight dude swearing off women and then just, oh no, no, I don't even want women. Women are, no, they're awful people. Like, nah, man, you just gotta learn their nature and then learn how to work that system of their nature so that you can get your procreation on. You feel me? But it's hard work and it is a fight. It was hard work for me in the beginning. One of the scariest things in the world to me was approach anxiety. That shit, oh my God, that shit was crippling to me in the beginning. It was crippling as fuck, man. Oh shit. Oh man, but you know, there's cheat codes to approach anxiety. For me, I use Tai Chi. Tai Chi, working out. Obviously, you guys notice I look different. I've been looking different. That's one of the reasons why, is because working out, doing Tai Chi and meditation and stuff like that, it is a cheat code to curving any anxiety, really, you know what I mean? But approach anxiety definitely being one of them. Let me know in the comment section down below if y'all want me to like teach a dating course, because I feel like I'm extremely relatable, way more relatable than any person should be. Again, I'm pretty sure if you're having trouble dating multiple women or any of that stuff, man, you more than likely have approach anxiety. Like, that shit is a bitch in the beginning, but there are tricks. I'll hook you guys up like real quick before I keep doing the video, because it's been like an hour-long video so far. Okay, so look, so there's a little psychological technique that I found works for me. So I want you to think of your best friend that you've ever had in your life, that you always felt the best around, that you were always the most adventurous around, that you just always had the greatest time whenever this person comes around. I do that for me. I do that for a lot of people I've been friends with. Okay, so if you guys are really comfortable with me out there, then I want you guys to view me as your best friend, because I pretty much am. I love all of y'all. So with that being said, I want you guys to see me as a color of energy. I see myself as either blue or green or maybe sometimes red. My color changes to me. I want you guys to get a single representation of me in your brain and then turn it into a color. So let's say the color's blue, right? So you would see me as blue, sparkly energy always running around me. So I want you guys to visualize blue, sparkly energy always running around me when you guys are watching my videos. Like, it's twirling, 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 and it's blue. It kind of looks like the energy balls are like really small planets. They're orbish, and they got blue light coming off of them. Whenever you're watching my videos and you see this blue energy circling around me, I want you to get a sense of extreme comfort. Like, I'm your best friend. I want you to label this energy comfortable best friend energy. And I want you guys also to like see over the top of my head the word best friend in whatever color you like, to look in any which way you like, in your mind only. So with that being said, whenever you're out or you run into somebody that you want to get to know, that you want to talk to, that you want to meet, hopefully she's a pretty female if you're a dude, hopefully it's a nice looking dude if you're a female, hopefully it's whatever you are attracted to. When you run into them, I want you guys to see those same blue orbs circling that person. And I want you to see the two words best friend up on top of their head. And I want you to feel that same familiarity, that same comfort, that same warm feeling whenever you see that person. Now take that energy as it's swirling around that person and double the speed. So what that'll do is, with that technique, with that visualization, NLP, and imagination technique, I don't know specifically what it's called, I just know it really works. Now, as this energy's spinning 2 times faster, I want you to go up and just say, what's up? Say anything. Hi, my name is Maurice. What's yours? Simple shit. What I like to do is I like to comment on something they're wearing. The cheat code to talking to females is pretty much just tone of voice and body language, for the most part. And I don't know all of this, but I just know a little few tidbits. But if you can talk to them and in your brain keep that energy swirling around them and that best friend logo on top of their head, if you can keep it strong while you're talking to them, you fucking Oh shit. With that being said, subscribe to my vlogging channel because I'm gonna be posting stories of being out and stuff. So yeah, do that shit, man. Go out, meet yourself some new females and shit. Your homework assignment is for you to do that to 5 of the opposite sex every day. Walk up on them and just say you like their shoes. Say you like your shirt. It's all about tone of voice and body language. Hey yo, that shirt is cool. I fucks with that. What's your name? My name's Maurice. What's up? It's literally just turning yourself from Urkel to Stefan. Whenever I run female, nigga, that's what I do. I just go straight from Urkel to Stefan out this bitch. And I'll tell you from personal experience, that shit worked way better. Women don't like fucking Urkel a whole bunch. Weird. They fuck that shit out of a Stefan, bitch. I'm gonna be Stefan out this bitch, nigga. I'm trying to get this vagina money, nigga.
But I didn't make that obvious. Like I keep saying, this is when I was in college. I was a different, back then I was a girl. Now
no, she
I'm a
wasn't.
lady. You know, I'm totally different.
No, she's not.
I have a different mindset back then, you know, in college. My undergrad, not my, you know, not post alma mater. I think that's what the term is. When I went to get my master's. Okay, I was a totally different woman.
That's cool. She got her master's.
Than I was, you know, in college.
Can you just imagine real quick? You know, that's a young brother who is scorned. He let all them 10s go because I wanted to get into a relationship with her, the love of my life. I've invested all this time. We talk about on this channel all the time the sunk cost fallacy. All of the time that you enter in to someone or something should have no predication on how you treat someone and something into the future. Because you already sunk that cost into the past. But what we're dealing with here is a beta. It's what happens when you deal. Not in reality. When you deal with fallacious decision making, this is what can happen. All right, let's conclude.
I was a little girl. Still had a little girl head mentality. Anyway, I did not specify that we were monogamous. He was monogamous with me, but I was not monogamous with him. And he found out. I was just pretty cold about it, and it broke his heart.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens if you settle for one of these type of females. If you don't learn to talk to girls, you're like, okay, well, you know what, a girl's gonna come along sooner or later. And then you meet one of these, and then she friend zones you for like a year and a half. Now, during that year and a half she friend zoned you, she's smashing everybody else other than you. And then one day, her friends get jealous of her because they think that y'all are together, and they see him as a catch. So she's like, oh shit, I gotta get with him now. That'll boost my image because, you know, they see him as a 10, so that'll make me higher number 2. Then they have sex with you, and then you fall in love with her because it's the only vagina you've had in like a year and a half, however long it's been. And then, you know, she just immediately just falls out of love with you and shit because you care about her. It's cool to smash these chicks, but just turn off your emotions. Treat them like your annoying friend. You're not mean to your annoying friend, but you just don't give a lot of a shit about them. You know, I'm not gonna punch you in the face or just be mean or spit on you, but like, if you weren't here, I think I'd probably be having as much, if not probably more fun. You know what I mean? Like,
And that affected our friendship. I guess that was the day he grew some balls because he never dealt with me again. And he transferred to another school. I think he went to Savannah State. So, you know, but look at the circumstances that happened.
Holy moly, this young brother transferred schools because his heart was broke so much. Oh, that probably impacted.
Yeah, nothing breaks your heart more than when you're a 9 and you get with a 2, and then they cheat on you and treat you like shit. And I can only say that from personal experience. Stay woke, my nigga.
Years. It just makes me just think, I wish this space of YouTube was around when the young brother was going through it back into the day. You know what I mean? There would have been solutions for him as he was trying to date someone that didn't want to date him back. And there would have been solutions for the red pill rage that he most likely encountered after that. Most likely. There's no way that he didn't if he moved schools because of her. All right? Let's keep going.
Happen for us to have sex. And, you know, I did take advantage of this guy, and I only had sex with him under those conditions where he made me, you know, he turned down two of, because I was in a group of 6 of us, maybe 7 of us. And like I said, two of the girls out of all of us were always getting the top tier men during that time. So when you have this guy that they wanted and they couldn't get, and because he wanted me, yeah, man, that puts me at a high regard in a top tier in their eyes. And you know, I rewarded him with it. And like I said, I wasn't in love with him. I still treated him the same way, except that we were just having sex.
Damn! Still treated him like shit. Berating him and shit. Jeez.
So I think beta males, submissives, inferior men do get lucky, and they do get put in those situations.
You hear that? He was lucky. In her eyes, he was lucky. And again, she ain't feel no shame. There ain't no, what are you mad for? Like, he was probably crying in her face. And she's just like, I don't understand. You know we're not together. I don't love you. I don't like you like that.
Where they do get to have sex. So they're not incels. All betas are not incels. Yeah, all inferior men are not incels either. These men do get lucky. Okay, it just depends on them, their characteristics, their sex appeal. It just depends on a lot of other things. Like I said, Charles he looked good on the outside, was just dumb on the inside, and I wasn't attracted to that. So yeah, I in conclusion, what I want to say is that.
So again, I'm not gonna say loving women, even though, but yeah, being obedient and doing what she asked you to do, and taking her places and giving her stuff and helping her with her bills and continuously taking her out on more than just 3 dates without smashing. Like, it's cool to, you know, first 3 dates, okay, you need to get to know me before you wanna like sit on your boy. That's what's up. That's cool. I like to get to know a female first as well. I'd have a 30-day rule, you know, in my dating. I like to wait at least 30 days before I ever mess with a new chick.
Don't automatically assume that just because a guy is beta, or he is inferior, or he is submissive, that he has not had sex and that he can't get women. Hell, I know a lot of inferior people, a lot of inferior men on YouTube who are married with kids. Oof, I can't believe they reproduce, honey. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. So, all
right, let me stop the video.
I mean, yeah, as a inferior man, you can get a woman, but normally she's gonna be about 6 or 7 numbers lower than you. And on top of that, she is still going to not respect you as a man, or, you know, just be good to you at all, or be faithful, or any of that stuff. So, you know, just take your time with females. If you like a girl, just don't rush in, unless you in like a one-night stand type of vibe, then, you know, yeah, do your thing and, you know, keep it pushing. But just don't rush so fast to love. Please pump your brakes. Just do that, at least. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's your boy Blastphamoushd. Again, your homework assignment is to go out and talk to 5 new people. Not just women or men. 5 people you've never seen before. Just give out, yo, I like your sweater. Do that to 5 different people. That's all. I like your sweater. Where'd you get that? What happens, or at least what happens to me, is when they look at you, then they're like, it's already going down. The only thing that matters is tone of voice and body language. Don't be leaning all the way in. You go, hey, yo, that's what's up. I like your sweater. Yet again, I've talked far too much in this video, but I'm glad to give you guys the knowledge. Twisms.